From the 1970s to the 90s, Fela Anikulapo Kuti dominated the music scene as a political activist and the voice of the people, an impact he made through his music. Similarly, prominent South African musicians, including Miriam Makeba and Hugh Masekela, were forced into exile for making music critical of the anti-apartheid struggle. Rising musician Max Michael T, MMT, hopes to walk in the footsteps of his predecessors as he launches his album Music for Social Change in Lagos, Southwest Nigeria. We were there. Take a look.
Masked Micah T, MMT, launches his album on an evening that is celebrating music for social change, hosted by himself. The event aims to promote unity, social development, and empower youth in Nigeria through music. MMT speaks on the reason why his album is just being released, since he has stayed hidden from the world for a long time and hadn't even released 2 albums in his solitude, with no one being aware of it.
I decided to come out because most times I'm inside my bedroom or my little space, and a lot of insight comes about music. So I decide that I am going to come out publicly, because if I stay inside my room, nobody hears me. If I stay within my corridor, nobody hears me. But this is the best time for me to come out and showcase that the talent is there, the message that I have to showcase it out.
Music as a tool is evident in the daily life of man, from being used for entertainment purposes to education, therapy, creating social awareness. The list is endless and different for each generation, group, and society. The enthusiastic panel of industry experts and sponsors in the session, moderated by Professor Silk Ugu Ogbu, speak on some importance of creating impactful music and the musical body of work Music for Social Change by MMT.
Everything. The only thing that will keep you alive is music. For people of my generation, because I am in my 50s right now, most of the time I wake up at night. The only thing that calms me down is that music I will think about.
I think from the educational perspective, right to the point where we become intelligent enough to handle things ourselves, songs have become very instrumental in teaching us how and what to do, how to relate. You know, it just basically, it was like a unifying piece at that point in time. We didn't even think of songs as whether bad or good. We just learned a lot from singing. We learned how to behave. We learned how to trust each other. It was a unifying thing among us.
Before I joined this movement, I joined on a pro bono basis, because I saw the value that MMT wants to bring to the stage. The MMT who is talking about music for social change, I had personal times with him and I had asked him questions. Why do you do what you want to do? Because I know that if you want to do your music for commercial purpose, it will take you a long time to make your money.
Go. You know the message. And it's true music. Ọmọ mi ṣeun rere tí a dára o. Ọmọ mi gbọ́ tèmi tí a dára o. These are ways, bringing up the child becomes easy through music. And
Human rights activist and lawyer Fela gives the keynote speech and makes reference to the late Fela Anikulapo Kuti and his fight against police brutality. He also makes reference to the End SARS movement, which according to him was initiated by 2 musicians. Emphasizing on the theme, he says that music is an important weapon for social change.
I'm not aware how the End SARS protest started. Are you aware? It was started by 2 musicians. A musician had announced that they were going to fight against police brutality. So was invited by the IG in Abuja. Come, gentlemen, that's not the way to go. So he came out to say we are no longer protesting. Another musician called me that we are going out tomorrow. I said, why are you telling me? You are an adult. Why are you? He said, no. No. When others are arrested, you normally stand for them. So in case we are arrested, you must also stand for them. And before you know it, I mean, you call another musician, two of them had a protest which attracted, I think, about 3,000 people. The following day, it went to more than 10,000, and so on and so forth. And at the end of the day, I can say this because I have taken part in major protests in the country for over 40 years. None, I can say this publicly, none has been so well organized like the NSAS protest. And the effect all over the world was felt. Apart from the protests in Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Benin, Kano, everywhere, you also have protests by Nigerians in South Africa, in Canada, in New York, America, UK, and the rest of them.
The significance of music as a tool that can be used for social change is seen all through history. Will the music from MMT become the voice of the present generation? Time is sure to tell and show the possible impact.
All of the see what they give us, make we chop, and they are here.